Hello, friends. Oh my goodness. It's been so long. Oh my gosh. All of April, I think, was like a total whirlwind. There was just so much going on. I mean, 3 birthdays going on, Easter. My husband was on a surf trip for over 2 weeks. So single parenting, yada, 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 yada. Cable stopped napping. My son stopped napping too. So it's very difficult for me to juggle my time with him. But I am back. I'm bringing you Droppin' It Live. On the last segment, I promised you a surprise because it was my birthday month, April. Okay, it was also Young Living's birthday month. So they are 25 years young. Isn't that awesome? They've been around for 25 years. And I thought, how cool would it be for me to give a little insight about the company, share a little bit about their their sourcing, and then also share a little bit of the difference between organic versus Young Living quality essential oils, okay? So it's gonna be really fun, okay? I'm also gonna do a little giveaway for you guys at the end, so stay tuned and I will tell you how you can enter to win something fun and free for you from me. All right, you guys, so happy birthday, Young Living, and happy birthday to me. I want to give you some numbers because I think it's absolutely amazing. So not only have they been around 25 years, right? We know that they are the original essential oil company. They're the godfather, they are the leader of the pack, and they're setting the standard for every other essential oil company to live up to. Okay, so we've got 25 years in the industry. They've got over 18 corporate and partner farms all across the globe. Okay, we're in 25 plus international markets. That number continues to grow all the time, which is phenomenal. We've got 50 highly trained scientists that are actually in the lab doing research to register with the FDA for products, producing the most pure and potent products for all of us. So we've got the top dogs in the science field working for us. We've got 12 independent partner labs that actually guarantee the quality of our products. Last year, get a load of this, it was over 1.5 billion in revenue, okay? Just last year alone. That is huge, you guys. And that's because they have over 5.6 million global members across the world. 5.6 million, you guys. That is huge, but actually still room for a lot of more people to get on that Young Living train with us. Over 3,000 global employees, okay? We have over 220 essential oil singles and blends, and over 600 natural life-changing products that are in your hands. So there's literally a product for everyone you can imagine, including animals, babies, supplements, personal care, all that stuff. So props to Young Living and happy birthday to them. I want to go in a little bit about the sourcing, okay? So you know the seed to seal standard, and if you don't, that is one of my previous Droppin' It Lives. You can search my homepage here on Facebook to find that. Up in the top, you could just search seed to seal. It should pop up. If not, you can also go to Young Living's website. You can look at seedtoseal.com and you can learn a lot more about that. But I want to talk a little bit about the sourcing, okay? Because we do source from our corporate owned farms, but also from partner farms that we have. So farms across the globe that we're in partnership with, okay? So get a load of this. We have offices, farms, and distilleries all over the world, okay? Hey Lisa, how are you? Aloha. All over the world, okay? So we started in the USA, right? We started USA, now we've got a farm actually on the Hawaiian island of Hawaii. We're in Canada, we are in Mexico, France, Malaysia, Croatia, Bulgaria, Oman, South Africa, Indonesia, Taiwan, Japan, Philippines, China, did I say China yet? And Australia, okay? So it's really just worldwide. Knowledge is spreading everywhere, and we are co-oping with farms everywhere as well who follow our strict set standards of the seed to seal guarantee, okay? So I want to go through some of the principles really quickly that we require to be a partnership with Young Living. And I gotta say, I think it was back in I can't remember the year, I think it was 2011, we declined, I forget how many different companies who wanted to co-op and partner farm with us. We declined them because they did not meet our standard quality with the seed to seal promise that we guarantee. And that's what gives us the most pure and potent oils on the planet. So the first principle when they're looking Young Living for a partnership is the established relationships. So because they have been sourcing and hand selecting these renowned producers, growers, and suppliers for a couple decades now, over a couple decades, we've really built that relationship with them, and we continue to foster and expand those relationships with those people, okay? Principle number 2 that they have is the seed to seal specifications. So the seed to seal, right? All of our farms, whether it's a partner farm or it is our seed to seal supplier, they all have to follow and sign a declaration. We actually give them a declaration that they will follow the strict standards of our seed to seal protocol. Okay. Principle 3 is binding that agreement. So now we just had this they signed this declaration. Number 3 is actually legally binding them through a contract to abide by that. They must follow our strict guidelines, right? Like no pesticide in the field, using their own equipment that's clean and not cross-contaminated to harvest the material. And then when they're gonna harvest the material, right? It's very specific, Young Living standards, to when you're harvesting the plant, because that is going to produce the highest level of the therapeutic constituents that we want in the plant. So there's all this stuff that goes on in the back end. It's not just cutting the plant and steam distilling it. Okay, so they will bind them through that agreement, okay? Number 4 is the stringent testing, principle 4. So Young Living has literally spent millions of dollars on state-of-the-art labs and also on cutting-edge testing instruments that we have. And then, of course, the world-class team of scientists that I talked about to actually ensure that our partners' products meet our demanding standards, okay? And if it doesn't, it will never reach our doorstep. Okay, then principle 5, the last principle for sourcing, ongoing audits. So we continue to have internal and third-party audits going on, not only in our farms, but in our warehouses and in our distilleries, okay? And that's throughout our supply chain, throughout our entire supply chain. And that is what helps bring our members the superior product, right? It helps bring us all the highest level product you could possibly imagine. One thing I really liked is the big picture basically, and the bottom line of Young Living. And it's not driven to make the product for sale per se, but they are driven to make the world a better place by sharing the benefits of pure essential oils and their natural products. So if they're not bringing us the authentic quality, then they're not bringing us the authentic benefits, right? The true potential of what these products could do for us. So one of the differences is the distillation process of the essential oils. And I've gone into that before, and that's another Droppin' It Live as well. And I can go on and on and on about that one because it's so important. So I want to talk about the difference of therapeutic grades in essential oils, and especially when we kind of talk about USDA, certified organic, or 100% pure essential oils, and the difference between those. So if you can just picture like just how a lab can synthetically copycat or produce an essential oil basically in the lab. You can copycat one of those essential oils. They cannot label it therapeutic, right? Because it has absolutely no therapeutic quality in it because it didn't come from the plant. It doesn't have those therapeutic constituents that we want. And I've got to say, Young Living in their distillation process actually samples the oil as it's being distilled to ensure that it meets the minimum percentage level of those therapeutic constituents, right? So say it's like thymol and they're looking for it in thyme. Say they want it to be above 24%. If it's not producing at 24% or above, they won't harvest that material. They're going to wait then to harvest it, so it will produce a higher quality. They also harvest at specific times of the day. Okay, this is stuff that not every essential oil company does, hence why they're producing therapeutic quality and therapeutic grade essential oils. Okay, so if you think about a pyramid, right? And maybe you've seen this before, but a pyramid, right? And at the bottom is the synthetic essential oils. And at the top of the pyramid, that little tip, that little point, that apex at the top is the therapeutic grade essential oil section, okay? So let's talk about the first grade. There's 4 grades to essential oils. The first grade is the most common, right? And that's the synthetic or the nature identical oils, okay? They are completely created in the laboratory. They are synthetic fragrance. And I've done a whole nother Droppin' It Live on synthetic fragrance and how bad that is for your endocrine system, for the environment, for your respiratory system, all sorts of stuff. Very bad. Okay, you're not gonna get therapeutic results from synthetic oils because they don't have the therapeutic constituents from the plant. Okay, the second level up from that is the extended or altered essential oils, okay? And these are fragrance grade essential oils. And typically these are over distilled to produce more volume and to make it smell more appealing, right? The more you distill something, the more candy-like or perfume grade actually it really becomes, because you're denaturing the therapeutic qualities, those therapeutic constituents and chemicals inside that you want for therapeutic benefit, okay? But you may not want for fragrant purpose because it may not smell as pretty or appealing to the nose, okay? So again, not as potent. Then there's the third grade, which is the natural oils, organic oils, or certified pure essential oils, okay? So these pass oil standards, but they may not contain the therapeutic levels or compounds to the levels that we want for therapeutic benefit, okay? So again, they're not taking into consideration the harvest time or the distillation time, right? Maybe you only distill for 5 hours, not 12 hours, okay? So all of this comes into play to make the most pure and potent oils on the planet. And that's where we get into the therapeutic grade essential oils, okay? So these are pure therapeutic steam distilled essential oils that contain all the desired compounds that we want for therapeutic benefit, okay? So those are the therapeutic grades. So when you go to the grocery store or when you go to your health food store or even like any novelty store and you see essential oils there, I can almost guarantee that they are not therapeutic grade essential oils. I mean, almost 100% I can guarantee that they are not. They may be labeled 100% pure, okay? What I've heard is legally only 10% or less of that lavender, say, has to be 100% pure. The rest can be filler oils or have synthetics, okay? We've talked about that before. USDA organic certified, okay? So when you see that label is basically focusing on growing in a natural chemical-free environment. It's not taking into consideration the therapeutic potency of the essential oil, okay? So yeah, it might be free of chemicals from the growing process, but what's the level of the thymol or the sesquiterpenes? So Young Living takes all of that into consideration. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes, Candy, that is why Young Living is the absolute best. They are the supreme leader. I hope that makes sense. So Young Living really takes the big picture of the product and the purpose of the essential oil, and the purpose that is behind them and driving them is to provide therapeutic benefits and this therapeutic product to all of us, okay? So wonderful company. Happy birthday, Young Living. I'm just over the moon to have been introduced to them. I always say I wish it had been way back when, because I am older than Young Living. Not much, but I am older, and I always wish I could have been introduced to them like right out the gate, right out the get-go, because what a difference that would have made in my life. But anyways, I learned about them 5 years ago, and they have just blessed our family in so many different ways, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So love you, Young Living. Thank you, thank you. And in, what should I say, in the manner, I don't know, to celebrate Young Living and my birthday like I promised, I want to give away this car diffuser. You guys have learned about this from me before too. It's a really easy, simple car diffuser, so you can, when that car wash guy asks you to, if you want what type of car freshener after you get your car wash, you could say, no thanks, I'll skip the toxic stuff. I got my little Young Living car diffuser here. So it's super cute. It just basically plugs in, I shouldn't say plugs in, but like snaps in to your vent, Okay, so whether you have the heater or the AC on, this little guy, stainless steel, and you have all your different colored little felt pads, you just drop the oils on those felt pads and then it blows through the car. You're just basically aromatically diffusing in your car, which is amazing for when you're driving and to keep your car fresh. So I'm gonna gift a 5 milliliter bottle of cinnamon bark oil, essential oil with that diffuser, so your car will smell nice and spicy unless you prefer peppermint, and then I will give you peppermint oil. Love both of those in my car. Sometimes I mix the two. Okay, so the way that you can enter to win is to comment down below, okay, and tag 3 of your friends, okay? So you're just gonna leave a comment and then you're gonna tag 3 of your friends. But what I really wanna know is what topic or what question you want me to address on the future Droppin' It Lives. So maybe you just have a simple question and I can just give you a quick, simple answer, or maybe there's a topic you want me to cover. Maybe it's about animals, maybe it's cooking with essential oils, maybe it's emotional support, whatever it is. Drop a comment below, tell me what you want to learn more about, what you want to know, or if you have a particular question, tag 3 of your friends, and then I will select a random winner and announce who will win next week, because I'm going to go live next week on Tuesday. All right, you guys, I love you a lot. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dina, I may pick you. Follow those rules. All right, you guys, thanks so much. See you next week.